Hello, YNABers. My name is Jesse Meekum, and this is podcast number 377 for YNAB, where we teach you 4 rules to help you stop living paycheck to paycheck, get out of debt, and save more money. The question is, after you're doing all this and you're working on it, you're budgeting, you're frugaling, you're earning, you're just savvying your way through this financial world, how do you know when you're progressing? And I hope to make this a quick one today. I'll give you a couple just off the cuff. You will know you're progressing if your money conversations with your significant other are improving. They're less tense and they're more informative. They're more instructive and less destructive. They are more enlightening and less guilt-inducing. Those are some signs of progress. If you just put a bill on autopay and you've never done that before, that's progress. If you have all of your bills on autopay now, that's progress. If you haven't looked at your bank balance except to reconcile it with YNAB for accuracy reasons, that's progress. If you had to move money from one category to another because you needed to overspend for whatever that's worth, that's progress. You're working the system. If you just caught a Rule 2 true expense that messed up your budget because you hadn't foreseen it, so now you have foreseen it and you've built a goal in YNAB and you rolled with the punches to handle it in the meantime, that is progress. If you just fresh started, that is progress because you have a lot of learning that you've now booked and that will go into your next budget. If you just told your kid yesterday, no, because that's not in the budget, that's progress. And if your kid said, oh, that's right, that's progress. If you did the same thing with your significant other, that's progress. And if they did it back to you a week later, that is progress. If your bank account balance is going up, on the whole, with some ebbs and flows, that's progress. And if the debt is going down, that is progress. If debt is going down while your cash balance is going up because you're also saving for true expenses so you don't go back into debt, that is progress. If you're telling other people about YNAB, that's progress. And if they're getting converted, that is progress. If you're finding that it's easier and easier to budget, that is progress. And if you're finding that it's quicker to budget than ever before, that's progress. If you're finding that you are just super excited to budget the next paycheck that's going to land tomorrow, that's progress. And if you're excited about the fact that you can roll with the punches, that's progress. If you're excited that you didn't overspend in any category by some fluke because we don't measure it in that way as success or not, well, that's progress just because you're excited about budgeting, my word. If you're starting to think about investing because the debt's paid off, whoa, that is progress. And if the debt is slowly being ratcheted down, as I mentioned before, that's definitely progress. What if it's really slow? That's progress. What if you started looking at ways to make more money to accelerate your debt pay down? I'd say that's progress. And what if instead of going out to eat, you just stayed at home because it wasn't in the budget? I would say that is progress. Maybe you adopted intermittent fasting just for last night because you didn't want to have to go out to eat or cook. I'd say that's progress, unless you got a heavy workout in the morning. Carve up somehow. If your kids are used to you sitting there at the computer for a few minutes every morning because you just want to make sure everything's reconciled and balanced, I'd say that is progress. And if you checked your phone before you committed to spending something at a store, that's definitely progress. If you recorded a receipt on your phone while at the point of sale, I would say that is progress. And if the cashier told you that they also use YNAB, then I will say, on my behalf, that sounds like progress. You can measure progress a whole lot of ways. And it's not always with the net worth, and it's not always about you either are in debt or you aren't. There are these little tiny steps, these little progressions that you're making every single day, and they count. They really do count. Until next time, follow YNAB's 4 rules, and you will win financially. You've never budgeted like this. Hey everyone, did you know that You Need a Budget is a book too? If you're looking for a wealth of inspiring success stories and guidance about how to use YNAB's 4 rules to make your money work for you, it's a must read. Pick up your copy at ynab.com/book.